after losing Stephon Diggs and half of their defense in the offseason, the Buffalo Bills played a lot better than everybody expected them to. I mean, they were literally one touchdown away from finally heading to the Super Bowl this season, but at this point, it seems like no matter what they do, they cannot beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. So today, I'm going to be giving myself 4 seasons to rebuild the Buffalo Bills, and the goal is to win them a Super Bowl. But obviously, to start things off, I mean, this offense could definitely be better, but as long as we have Josh Allen, we will always be good. And on the other hand, I mean, it's the same story with the defense. We do have some pretty solid superstars, but they're kind of due for an upgrade. But either way, I mean, as I said, as long as we have Josh Allen, this team is definitely capable of making a deep playoff run, so I'm really not too worried about missing the playoffs in our first season. And in year number 1, it looks like the Bills did have a pretty solid season because they're going to go 11-6 to win the division. And just like this season, we're going to be playing the Broncos in the wild card round. And up to this point, I mean, it looks like it has been a pretty uneven matchup because we are up 14-0 in the second quarter with a chance to score again. So we can go up by 21 points before the half. So I'm hoping that we can do that. But I'm going to see if we can get Amari Cooper open. It looks like he is going to be there for the first down. And I just realized that Justin Simmons somehow made his way back to the Denver Broncos. So the Falcons must have traded him for whatever before the trade deadline. I don't know what they traded him for, but I was not expecting to see him back on this defense. But either way, I mean, with 6 yards to go, I'm gonna try and go for Kincaid. Actually, we're gonna have Amari Cooper. He's 1 yard short. I mean, with Josh Allen as our quarterback, though, I mean, we should be able to just QB sneak this for an easy touchdown, and it looks like he's in. So that is gonna make it a 3-score lead for the Buffalo Bills. And after that, it looks like the Broncos were never able to recover. So we're gonna demolish them in our first playoff game of the video, which is gonna send us to the divisional round, and it looks like we have to play the Baltimore Ravens. And obviously, Buffalo did barely sneak out with a 2-point win over Baltimore in the playoffs, but it has been a different story so far today because we are currently losing 14-0. And since Amari Cooper couldn't hold on to that, that is going to bring up a 3rd down. We only need 3 yards, so I'm hoping we can get this, but yeah, never mind. We're going to have Shakir wide open. So that's going to save the drive. We don't really have a whole lot of time to work with here, though. So I am kind of rushing. I mean, I'm hoping I can score a touchdown before the half because it would be a lot better if we went into halftime with... Oh, come on, bro. That's a massive pickup. As I was saying, though, I mean, it would be a lot better to go into halftime only down by 1 score. And it looks like we're definitely in a position to make it a 1-score game because that massive pickup... Oh, no way you drop that. Keep getting interrupted. There's a lot going on right now. But that massive pickup brought it all the way to the 16-yard line. I'm just going to try and go back for Amari Cooper, and it looks like he's going to be there, but we're short of the first down. I don't really know what I want to do here, but I'm going to try and go for Samuel, and hopefully he can keep us on the field. That's going to be dangerous. He's got it, though. I thought I was going to have to go on the run with Josh Allen, but either way, I'm hoping one more play will put us in the end zone, and we should have Amari Cooper open. He's going to be there. That was a little dangerous. I mean, there was a chance that that got picked off, but obviously that didn't happen. So that is going to put us on the board. And it looks like we did actually end up making this game really close in the second half. But either way, we're going to fall 4 points short of completing the comeback. So Lamar Jackson is going to end our season. Either way, though, I mean, after what I saw from the Bills this season, I feel like we're honestly a couple pieces away from finally getting the job done. But anyways, to end off year number 1, MVP is going to be going to Jalen Hurts. And after beating us, it looks like the Ravens did go on to the Super Bowl, but they ended up losing to the Lions. But anyways, that's going to bring us to our first offseason of the video. And I didn't bother re-signing Amari Cooper because he's getting up there in age. So I just let him walk. So now we need to find a new wide receiver for Josh Allen. And I think we got him because for a 2nd and a 3rd round pick, we were able to get Garrett Wilson from the New York Jets. And I also wanted to go out and get a superstar tackle for the defense. So it was a little expensive because I had to give up a 1st round pick, but in return we're going to get a 2nd round pick for next season and Vita Vea. But after all of the upgrades in the offseason, we pretty much just repeated what we did last year because we're going to go 11-6 to win the division, and this time to start off the playoffs we're going to be playing the 12-5 Chargers. And I'm not going to lie to you, the LA Chargers have kind of surprised me up to this point because even though they do have the better record, I feel like we are still the better team. But obviously up to this point the Chargers Chargers do have the lead because we're down by 4 right now. So I'm hoping that we can get in the end zone to take the lead back, but that should be a first down. Allen's gonna pick it up. I'm gonna try and hit Garrett Wilson right here though and see if he can get some separation, because I feel like him and Josh Allen should be a very solid duo for the Bills. He's not open though, so we're just gonna go for Keon Coleman, who does have the first. Scoring a touchdown on this drive seems to have become a little bit more dire though, because we did just hit the 4th quarter, so there's only 6 minutes left in this game. So if we give the ball up and go down by 2 scores, that could very well be the end of our season. But we're in a pretty good situation right now, so I just got to make sure that we don't mess this up. I'm gonna try and go for Kincaid, or honestly, if we can get Wilson open, that could go for a touchdown too. We're gonna get sacked though. I couldn't get rid of it. I mean, taking it out of the pocket probably wasn't the best decision there, but either way, I tried to throw the ball away. Obviously, we were too late. I'm just gonna keep it on the ground this time though. I mean, we almost made up for it. I mean, honestly, I thought we were a bit closer than we are right now. I guess we still need 7 yards for the first, but either way, that's a lot more doable than where we were before. And that was not who I was trying to go for. I'm not gonna lie. So I'll just run that route again, and hopefully this time I don't hit the wrong button. I was trying to go for Keon Coleman. I have no idea why I pressed Y there. This time we're gonna have him though, so that's gonna keep us on the field. I'm happy that mistake did not cost me, because that would have been a pretty embarrassing way to lose a playoff game. But I'm gonna see if we can get... Oh, we should have him right here. Come on, we're gonna have Wilson in the end zone. So that is gonna give the lead back to the Buffalo Bills. Now we just need our defense to show up. They did not do that though, because as you can see, now we're in overtime, all tied up at 20, and it looks like the Chargers are in position to take the lead here. So I'm hoping that we can at least hold them to a field goal, because we haven't had possession yet. So I mean, if we can hold them to 3 and then go down and score a touchdown, that will give us the win. We're gonna one-up it though and get an interception. So now all we need to do is go down the field and kick a field goal. And after that, I was able to drive down the field to get us into field goal range. So all we gotta do is not mess this up, which we might have just done because I kind of mistimed that, but it looks like it is going to be good. So that kick is going to send the Bills on to the divisional round. And in the divisional round, we have a game I really wasn't expecting to see, because we have to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is honestly not the way I expected this game to go, but our chances of winning are very low right now, because we are down 20-6 with 3 minutes left in this game. I mean, the Jaguars are a team that have given the Buffalo Bills some issues in the past, so it kind of makes sense that we're losing, I guess. But again, I was kind of expecting to sneak out of here with an easy dub. That was a huge pickup though, so that is kind of going to give us a chance to get back into this thing, because if we can score a touchdown... Oh, that was a mistake. That almost got intercepted. I've got to be a lot more careful with the ball, because that would have been our season if I threw that one away. But anyways, I'm going to see if we can get Garrett Wilson open, and it looks like he's going to be there. So that is going to make it a 1-score game. I'm going to go for the 2-point conversion as well, because if this works out and we get a 3-and-out or something after this, all we gotta do is score a touchdown, and that will give us a 1-point lead. Now we just gotta hope that our defense can come out here and get a 3-and-out or something. Unfortunately, they were not able to do that though, because the Jags stormed down the field and just burned all of our timeouts after that. So surprisingly enough, Jacksonville is going to be the team to end our season. But anyways, to end off year number 2, for the 2nd season in a row, it looks like Jalen Hurts is going to be winning MVP. And for the 2nd season in a row, it looks like the Lions made it to the Super Bowl, but this time they're going to lose to Kansas City. But anyways, that's going to bring us to another offseason, and things are not working out the way I thought they would this year, because we don't have a lot of money to work with. So we're going to be losing Khalil Shakir and Terrell Bernard because of that. And James Cook did not want to come back either, and I'm not going to waste a franchise tag on him. I'll honestly just let him walk. I feel like we did do a pretty good job at filling the shoes of James Cook though, because I was able to make a trade with the Jaguars for Travis Etienne, and after that I was able to make another pretty solid trade for this defense, because I sent Taron Johnson and a 2nd-round pick to Carolina for JC Horn. And after losing Bernard, we desperately need to add another linebacker to this defense, and it was another very expensive trade. But for a 1st-round pick, 4th-round pick, and 5th-round pick, I was able to get Brian Burns from the Giants, who has 5 years left on his contract. So as you can see, heading into year number 3, we do still have some solid weapons on the offense, but the O-line has definitely taken a little bit of a hit. On the other hand though, I mean, I'd say this defense is definitely better than it was when we started. And after all of the upgrades in the offseason, it looks like the Bills had their best year yet because we're going to go 13-4 to win the division. And to start things off, we're going to be playing the Dolphins in the wild card round. And this game has not played out the way I thought it would be. I mean, it is 7-3 in the fourth quarter. So this thing's been pretty much all defense up to this point. But if we can score a touchdown here to make it a 2-score lead, that should pretty much put this game away. So that is the goal for right now. That's going to give us a first down as well. So that'll bring it to the 2-minute warning. And the Dolphins also only have one timeout to go. So, I mean, if we can burn that, we could honestly just run the clock out. Josh Allen has a set, though. Miami did get a stop after that, though. But the thing is, I've realized that I really don't need to run another play. I could honestly just take a knee and this game would be over. But either way, I kind of want to try to end it off with a touchdown. It looks like we are going to be in, barely. I thought we were short there, but I guess the ball was on the line. So that is going to make it a 2-score lead, which should put this thing away. And after that, our defense did close this thing out. So that's going to send us to the divisional round. And in the divisional round, it looks like we're going to be playing the Indianapolis Colts. It's the same story as the Dolphins, though. I mean, the Colts have kept this game a lot closer than I was expecting them to. We're only up by 1 point right now, but I'm hoping that we can score a touchdown here to make it an 8-point game. Josh Allen is gone right now. He fumbled it, though. So that's going to give the Colts the ball. I mean, that is a terrible way to lose this game if that is how we lose this game, because all they got to do to take the lead is kick a field goal. So now I need my defense to clutch up, and them wearing all white is kind of giving them a little bit of an advantage because I really can't see half of these dudes in the snow right now. I mean, I'm just hoping that we can get a takeaway or something because they are getting dangerously close to field goal range, and it's basically 4-down territory at this point. So we need to stop them. Oh, bro, that's going to do it. That's going to go for a touchdown, which actually might help us a little bit, especially if we can stop the 2-point conversion, because if they kicked the field goal, they could just ran the clock down there. But since they had to score, hold on, do not catch that. He got it. Okay, that kind of sucks. So now we're down by 7. The point I was trying to make is if they got that first down and not the touchdown, they probably could have just ran us out of our timeouts and then ran the clock all the way down to like 3 seconds or something and kick a game-winning field goal. But this now gives us a chance to send this game to overtime. We gotta be careful that we don't fumble it again, though. I actually had to call another timeout there as well, and that did bring up a 3rd down. So I'm gonna try... I don't even know who this is, but it looks like he's gonna get popped. I guess it was Garrett Wilson who couldn't hold on to the football there. So that is gonna put the game on the line, because if this play does not work out, our season is going to be over. We have Kincaid, though, so that is going to keep us alive. We only have 26 seconds to get in the end zone now, though, so we really need to start rushing. And I only have 1 timeout left because I had to burn another timeout after that. And we almost got sacked. That would have been game. I'm just going to run the same route again, though, man, because I feel like we got to get Kincaid or Wilson open if we want a chance to win this thing. If this doesn't work out, I'm obviously going to have to switch it up, but that could be a huge play. Wilson's going to be there. And he's got the touchdown. And I know going for the 2-point conversion is definitely a risky way. If we lose this season because this doesn't work out, that is going to be a tough end to year number 3 for the Bills. But they're suggesting to go for it, and I probably would have done this either way. I mean, I'd rather do this than try to outlast these guys in overtime. I mean, we got Josh Allen, so we can just run it. I thought we missed that for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't see where the end zone was with all of the snow, but that is gonna give us a 1-point lead. We're not free yet, though, because they do still have a chance to get into field goal range. So we gotta make sure that they do not score or anything crazy in the next 10 seconds. They're gonna have to go for a Hail Mary here, though. I mean, they might have a chance to get into field goal range with maybe 1 second on the clock, but that's gonna do it. If we can catch this, that's it. Okay, game's over. That was a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be, but I will take it. So we're barely gonna sneak away with a 1-point win, which is gonna send us to the AFC Championship game. And no surprise, in the AFC Championship game, we're gonna be playing Patrick Mahomes. And I was expecting Patrick Mahomes to give this team hell, but our defense has actually put up a pretty good fight so far. I mean, it's early, so he has tons of time to come back, but we're already up by 2 scores right now. So if we can score again here and make it a 3-score game, it's gonna be pretty tough for Patrick Mahomes to pull off a comeback. But again, it's definitely definitely doable, especially with a player like him. Josh Allen is going to be gone. I'm going to slide so we don't fumble again. I'm going to try and run a bench route here, though, and see if we can get somebody open. If everybody's locked up, worst case scenario, I can probably just keep it. That was way too early. I 100% rushed that off, which I really wasn't trying to do. But now it's third down, so we need to get 10 yards to keep this drive alive. Bro, we kind of waited too long. We are going to lose a lot of yardage. Never mind. Josh Allen's still up. And he's going to have a touchdown. I cannot believe that worked. There is no way the defense collapsed that badly. That was actually a ridiculous run from Allen. So that's going to make it a 3-score lead. And Kansas City was never able to recover after that. So it looks like Josh Allen is finally going to take down Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, which is going to send him to his first Super Bowl. But anyways, after a crazy season from Josh Allen, it looks like he is going to be winning his first ever MVP. And it looks like the last team standing in our way is the 12-5 Philadelphia Eagles. And this game has been back and forth up to this point. I mean, we're up 21-17 in the fourth quarter, but if we can take the Eagles off the field here, that would be pretty big. That sack is gonna screw them. I mean, that's a massive play from this defense, but at this point with 2 minutes left in the game, they might go for it on fourth down if they can't pick it up here. I think, oh, dude, we gotta watch out for Hurts. He's going on the run, but we got him. They do have all 3 timeouts, so we gotta be careful of that, but one more stop, and we basically have this thing, man. I mean, I shouldn't say that, because we are gonna have to burn them out of all of their timeouts, but we are gonna be set up for a score either way, and I think we've... Of course, I thought we had everyone, but Brown was wide open. So, Philadelphia still has life, man, and we gotta be careful because this is a very dangerous offense to let into the red zone, so I'm hoping that we can stop them before that happens. That clock is really starting to roll down too, so I feel like the Eagles are probably gonna start using their timeout soon. That was almost it. If we picked that off, that would have been game. Obviously, we couldn't come down with it though, so unfortunately, Hurts still has possession of the football. That was almost another one right there too. I mean, honestly, at this point, I feel like he's starting to get a little bit careless because he does have to rush right now, and that is going to be a sack. So 4th and 13, the game is officially on the line. If he can't pick up the first down, we should have this game. And of course, bro, they're going to keep it alive with Goddard. And Philly ran the clock all the way down to 9 seconds after that. So if they score a touchdown, they are probably going to win this thing. So it is very important that we have everybody locked up here. That's it. Of course, we left Brown open. So that might be another heartbreaking loss for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, we had so many chances to get them off the field there too, but now we just got to go for a last-second Hail Mary and hope that somebody can somehow come down with this, or... I don't think we're even going to get the ball off. That's it. I couldn't throw it. I mean, that is a really bad way to end off the season because we finally made it all the way to the Super Bowl and we finally took down Mahomes. But either way, the Bills still aren't going to be able to win the Super Bowl. And it was another last-second loss too, which hurts even more. And the thing is, now Josh Allen only has one more season to get the job done. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the final offseason of this video. And we don't have a lot of money to work with, so I have to make trades if I want to make this team better. And for a first-round pick, second-round pick, and some low-level players to fix the cap situation, I was able to trade for Max Crosby. And I also made a trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I sent the first-round pick, second-round pick, and Dion Dawkins. But from the Steelers, we're going to get Fatanu. I probably butchered that name. And we're also going to get Minka Fitzpatrick. This trade cost me 6 draft picks, but again, this is our final season, so I really don't care. So for a first, second, third, fifth, fourth, and another 5th-round pick, we were able to trade for Marvin Harrison Jr., so our wide receiver room's looking pretty good right now. So as you can see heading into our final season, I feel like this is definitely one of the best offenses in the NFL. And on the other hand, I mean, I feel like this defense is also looking pretty loaded as well. And in our final season of this video, we actually ended up having our best season yet because we're gonna go 14-3 to win the division, and this time we got the #1 seed. And to start off the playoffs, it looks like we're gonna be playing the New York Jets. And the New York Jets have been surprisingly good in this game because they are winning by 3 points right now, but obviously we are in position to tie this game up with a field goal. That is not the goal here though. I'm gonna try and win this game right now. I mean, even if I get stopped here, I might go for it on 4th and goal because I don't know if we're gonna get a better chance than this. This Jets defense has actually been really good today, but it looks like we're in. So now all we gotta do is hold this lead for 11 seconds, and we were able to do that. So that is gonna send the Buffalo Bills back to the AFC Championship game. And once again, no surprise, it looks like we have to go through Patrick Mahomes. And it looks like this game has been a lot closer than the last game we had against Patrick Mahomes, but once again, we are in position to walk this thing off with a touchdown. I'm gonna get stopped though. I did that on purpose because right now, Patrick Mahomes does not have any timeouts. So we're probably better off to just run as much clock as we possibly can and then take a last second timeout and hopefully walk this game off with a field goal because the Chiefs can't ice us or anything. They have no timeouts. So as long as this is good, that was a lot closer than it should have been. I almost missed that kick. But either way, we did squeak it in there. So we are going to sneak out with a 3-point win, which is going to send the Buffalo Bills back to the Super Bowl. So that is now 2 seasons in a row that Josh Allen has beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. But to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Joe Burrow. Allen did almost do it twice, though. He came 2nd place in the votings. And it looks like we're going to get the Super Bowl that everybody was hoping for this season because the last team standing in our way is the Lions. And this time it looks like Buffalo is in a much better position than they were against the Philadelphia Eagles because we are winning this game by 10 points right now. That stop is going to bring up a 3rd down, so we got to be careful here. But as long as we pick this up, that is going to keep the drive alive for us. And we let the clock run a little bit after that as well. So we are now in the 4th quarter. So hold on, we should have Keon Coleman open as well. That might go for a touchdown. It looks like he's actually going to find a way to get away. I wasn't expecting that one to go all the way to the house, but that touchdown right there honestly could be enough to put this game away. I mean, if that one wasn't enough, we've gotten ourselves set up again. So all we got to do is get 11 yards and that should pretty much guarantee it. I mean, I feel like we've already won this game at this point because we were up by quite a bit before this touchdown, but that one right there is gonna make it a blowout. So after coming up just short last season against the Philadelphia Eagles, clearly this Bills team was hungry to finally get the job done because they absolutely demolished the Lions. I mean, if we found a way to lose 2 Super Bowls in a row, that would just give Bills fans PTSD from the last time that happened. But anyways, it looks like we finally got the job done because as you can see, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are finally gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.